So lately we've been getting all kinds of new CS2 updates. Obviously some of these have been better than others. Some of these have been more well received than others. But Valve has been doing some stuff, both updating the game and also working on some stuff behind the scenes as well. So with all these new updates we've been getting recently, there's also been tons of new data mines and leaks and stuff coming from a bunch of these Twitter accounts and these people who work on, releasing to us what Valve is cooking at the moment and what, could be coming soon to CS2, what could be the future. So in this video today, we're going to be going over some of the most recent data leaks and data mine stuff involving pets, which again, I don't even know exactly what that means, or if I even really want pets in CS2, but it seems like Valve is working on them once again, so we need to talk about this. But of course, as always, I just want to mention my cash trading business. If you guys are looking to sell your CS2 items, turn them into cold hard cash, crypto, PayPal, any other payment method, whatever, hit me up over on Twitter. It's going to be the first thing in the description below, or you can hit me up on Discord as well. We get those deals done anywhere and everywhere, but you guys already know we like to get the big deals done specifically. So if you have any expensive skins, gloves, knives, bolt cases, maybe you want to sell your entire inventory, whatever, we can help you cash out safely, effectively, and efficiently. And of course, by selling to me, you're helping support me, my channel, and my content, so we can make even more videos just like this one. And I would appreciate it a ton. With that being said, let's get right into this video today. So this is not the first time, I don't think, that we've talked about pets on this channel. It's definitely not the first time that we've heard Valve cooking up pets. Again, I don't know exactly what it means. I don't know exactly what it entails, and I honestly don't know how I feel about it, but I was kind of scrolling through Twitter trying to see what other information or, previous tweets and updates and stuff that I could find, and the earliest stuff I saw from people talking about pets, or that Valve was working on pets, or pets, being mentioned in the files or whatever, I think it was like 2023, so maybe it goes back earlier than that. I don't know for sure, but this is not the first time we've heard about this. This has been something ongoing that Valve has been working on. Obviously, it's kind of been on the back burner, or maybe it's something they're still trying to figure out exactly what they want to do with, because if it's been multiple years, like, how is this still not out yet? How have we still not gotten this? I don't know. Obviously, with the release of CS2, they've had a lot on their plate, a lot to do, a lot to work on, all these different things, but still, I would have thought if they were going to do this, maybe there would have been more updates, more information, and more stuff released by now. But we know Valve likes to take their time. And again, is this really something people want? Is this really something people are asking for? I don't know, but we'll dive into what kind of is going on, or at least what we know as of right now. So Gabe Fowler tweeted out this. This is kind of the July 2025 update of pets a couple of days ago. He said, new animations of a CS2 character holding chicken in hands, most likely related to the new cosmetic item called Pets, probably for the main menu or during switch between sides in the middle of the match. Now, again, we know, you have your like loading screen guy, or not your loading screen guy, but like your front screen guy when you first boot up the game. You can see your guy with like different backgrounds, different stuff, holding different skins with all your stuff on. Maybe you're gonna have a little pet with you. Maybe you're gonna have a little monkey or a little chicken or a friggin' alligator or a cougar. I don't know. Maybe that's gonna be an option. Maybe it's only gonna be chickens. I don't know what Valve is cooking up here. I don't really know what their plan is. Also, you have the beginning of matches, you have halftime, you have the end of matches where you're kind of walking up as a crew. Maybe everyone's gonna be holding their different pets, all that different stuff. I don't know. To me, this seems a little bit silly. My first impression is kind of a weird gimmick. I don't really know, and I don't really think Valve is cooking here. To me, this seems a little bit silly, a little bit stupid, a little bit of a waste of time. I'm not really one of those people in the community that's like, oh, you guys are wasting your time, you should be working on other stuff. But I know it's something people are going to say. People are going to be like, oh, how are we, we're going to get chickens before the anti-cheat. We're going to get, these pets that nobody's asking for or nobody wants before some new map or some new game mode or like I said, anti-cheat stuff or fixing FPS or giving us a new weapon, like whatever. I don't know. People work on different stuff. I'm sure Valve has different teams and different devs for different things, whatever. And I don't know if this is something Valve thinks would be good, or this Valve thinks is something this people want. Maybe they're going to prove me wrong. But also at the same time, I know that, hey, if pets do end up becoming something that are popular and people enjoy, and if there's some money to be made in them, if they do become some kind of collector item, if there's rare ones, if you can do unboxings and openings, and if there's an investing scene around them, I also know I'm going to be involved, and I'm going to be trying to make money, and I'm going to freaking own 1,000 chickens at some point or something like that. So at the same time that I'm talking trash about it, I know that if this thing does catch on, if this becomes popular in the community, I could easily be swayed to become a pet collector, pet investor, or pet enjoyer or whatever as well. So I don't know, we'll have to wait and see. It seems kind of interesting. It could definitely end up being something that does not necessarily change the game of CS2, I don't think, but it could definitely have an impact on the CS2 investing scene. Like I said, these could be become collector's items or investment items or something like that one day. I don't really know. Mention for a new cosmetic CS2 item called Pets, in this case an egg model, Egg Pristine, that you can place somewhere. Now this is weird to me. I do think the idea of an egg is kind of interesting, an egg that you can open up and get some kind of pet or chicken or whatever out of, but why would you be able to place it somewhere on the map? Is it something where when you get a chicken or a pet or whatever, you're just going to be able to place it down? Maybe it'll run around the map just like how chickens and different stuff runs around the CS2 map. Maybe you can, somebody said, replace the chickens with other animals that are already on the map. Maybe a gimmick item in the buy menu that's an egg that places a chicken on the map where you use it. I don't know. That seems kind of stupid to me. That seems maybe even stupider than, a pet with you during like the loading screen thing. Or maybe this is better. I don't know. But there is some mention of like eggs and stuff like that in the files as well. So not only pets, but maybe we're getting eggs as well. X Mercy said, put on your tinfoil hat. We're getting chicken cases, but they'll be eggs. Each chicken will have different traits, kind of like NFTs, the rarest ones. They'll have even rarer traits. How does it work? You'll use them as pets on the CS2 menu screen. Now, I don't necessarily know about traits. I guess I don't even necessarily know what the definition of traits is, because I think what I'm going to say, I would say is not traits, but maybe somebody will be like, oh, that is a trait. But no, I think like I could see, maybe there'll be like a mohawk chicken, or maybe there'll be a chicken with sunglasses, or maybe there'll be a chicken with a chain, or maybe there'll be a chicken wearing some shoes. And yeah, maybe we'll have eggs that are like cases or like capsules or like patch packs or whatever to open up and get different chickens or different animals or whatever out of. And maybe we'll have different series of different eggs and stuff like that. Again, would that be that cool? Would I sit there and open up a bunch of eggs or something like that? I don't know. Maybe for some content, maybe for a video, maybe if people actually use them. But obviously for these things to have any value, you actually have to have people that want them, and there has to be a way to use them and stuff like that. Now, also, I do think that this could be a part of, we've heard a lot about agent customization and Valve wanting to, have more ways to feature your agents and more ways to customize your agents and blah, 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 blah. And maybe pets could have something to do with that. Maybe there could be ways to implement this into some kind of new, bigger, agent customization system they're still working on behind the scenes. Could be coming to the future of CS2. I could see it happening. But we also do know that people love opening stuff, and obviously Valve loves making money off people opening stuff, and they've made a ton of money off, like I said, the systems that are already in place, like capsules, like cases, like packages, like all this different stuff. So could they do the same thing with eggs? Yeah, it could definitely be coming. It could definitely happen. I could definitely see it. Also, here, Liskins, made a little mock of what this could look like. Judging by the wave of fresh chicken-related leaks, it looks like pets might be coming to CS2 soon. How do you think they'll end up implementing them? And they did a little, armory of the pet capsule, which, again, I don't know if it'd be the pet capsule. I think they would just do the egg, like the chicken egg, or the chroma chicken egg 1 or whatever. But could it be a part of the armory? Would actually be very, very, very interesting. I could definitely see that happening. Like I said, I don't know if for better or for worse. Obviously, recently we talked about this in a video, how they have, the bid functionality coming soon. And we also had somebody tweeting out the fact that chicken egg cannot bid own, being, a kind of message that popped up on their screen. So will these chickens be part of the bidding system that's coming to the CS2 Armory soon? I don't know. That could be. It definitely seems like a possibility. I could see that happening. Here's some mock-ups that other people have made in the past as well. A new patch coming where, like I said, part of your loadout could just be your pet that, is just a part of your whole agent combination, your whole, loadout. That's possible. I don't know. Also, here is what somebody made as an idea for what the egg collection could look like. We have the little angel chicken, we have the ward chicken with the little helmet on, we have the wingman K, which is absolutely hilarious, and this bottom right that I'm covering up a little bit, I'll show it to you, is the chicken fade, which is crazy. That would be insane to pull the chicken fade and have different fade percentages on your chicken and stuff like that. Here's what a rough inspection of chickens, pets, and CS2 looks like. Sorry, I had my I have an alarm set for right now. I didn't know if I'd be awake by now or not, but we're up early recording today. I don't know. This is really weird. I don't know why somebody made this. This looks pretty ass. I don't think this is necessarily what it would look like, but maybe you'll be able to inspect your chicken. Maybe, you hit a freaking 360 no scope, then you pull out your chicken and Fortnite dance with your chicken on them. I don't know. Honestly, like I said, this doesn't seem very CS2. I don't really know what Valve is cooking, but Valve has done some weird stuff in the past. Some of it has worked. Some of it has not. Maybe this is the future. Maybe it's not. I don't know. Valve is also, working on plenty of other stuff behind the scenes, trying to fix some of the stuff they've broken in some of the recent updates and still trying trying to make improvements and beneficial changes to the game and stuff like that. CS2 devs added a new branch called B-hopping, which is aimed at testing new B-hop fixes. Be sure to check it out and provide your feedback. Right-click property betas, because obviously they broke B-hopping in one of the new patches. Seems like they're fixing it or working on it or whatever. And also Hopshi tweeting out some very optimistic stuff. He said, I'm starting to realize Valve was half-baking CS2 optimizations and fixes because they knew the animation graph 2 would undo tons of work, bare minimum till full drop, then altered tune post-release. I think so, but was it smarter to play with Bundle AG2 with CS2 launch, delaying it 2 years? So again, people have said, oh, maybe, Valve's been working on this new animation system for the longest time. Now they're finally rolling it out. Maybe CS2 will start to, really level up and really become the game that we all want it to be, the future of Counter-Strike and stuff like that. So even though this new update came out and it was buggy and broken, all this stuff, maybe it's still going to end up being a really, really good thing in the long run. I don't know. That's just some of the other recent updates and some of the other things that I've heard about some of the new CS2 updates and everything. But yeah, I don't know. Valve changing more stuff in the files about pets. There seems to be, this seems to be an idea that is sticking with them for the past couple of years, something that they really want to do. How exactly is it going to work in CS2? I have no idea, but it does seem more and more like pets will be coming at some point in the future to CS2. Is that something you guys want? Is it something you're excited for? Something you care about? Something you don't want? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But that's pretty much every video today, guys. Hopefully catch you the next one. Until then, peace.